I'd rather lie than lose you.
We have an absolute superstar from South Africa. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Ciza. How you doing today, my man?
Good morning. Good morning to everyone at home.
Yeah.
Everyone listening. Mm-hmm. Thank you for having me today.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah. Great. How old are you, though? Sorry that I'm starting with that. You look really young.
I'm 23.
Really?
I just got good genes.
What was it? Must be South African women and the meat there. I'm sure. Yeah, I'm sure, man. I'm sure. Yeah. So you have a huge song out right now. Isaka 6 a.m. My wife loves the song. So every day she's playing it. So when I told her that, he's coming around the show today, I was like, oh my God. Yeah. So you have a huge fan in my wife.
Thank you.
Yeah, song is huge. And also, by and large, South African house has been something. It's house, right?
Yeah, it's Afro House.
It's Afro House. Yeah. So it's something that's been predominant. That's been predominant in Nigeria for quite a while.
Yeah.
The first time I just got into house was there's a guy that won a Grammy before Black Coffee in South Africa. I can't remember his name right now. It's dark. His name will come to me.
Lucky.
No, he won the Grammy. I know Black Coffee won. Then he won before Black Coffee.
No.
Zakes Batuni.
No, Coffee won it first.
Back because he won. Then I think the following year, Black Coffee. Yeah. So I'm just looking at when it happened. So Zakes Batuni was one of the first house house that I got into. I'm talking 2012, 2013. So what's the idea behind that song?
The song. It's actually a subgenre of Afro House.
Okay.
Right. It's a new subgenre that is taking the world by storm. 3-step.
Yeah.
Afro House as a whole is actually starting over again with a new wave, with like a whole movement, and is just taking over the world right now. But yeah, man, Isaka is a 3-step subgenre sound, which has elements of a bit of Amapiano and a bit of house music. So it's just slightly in the middle.
Just in the middle, right?
The BPM is a bit higher. It's like 180 and 120. So that's 3-step Afro House.
Okay.
So yeah, that's basically the sound that Isaka is. There's a lot of similar records with the 3-step thing that is just being a movement that is coming out of South Africa right now. So to be a part of that, it's just only God's grace.
I know, 40 million streams last count, right? I think you should be higher than that now. So how does that make you feel at 23, all this success?
I don't know, man. I see a lot more that I can do. I see a lot more that I can offer. I'm very appreciative to every single person who's playing the record. I mean, the video is over. It's close to 8 million.
Oh, wow.
on in just 1 month or like 3 weeks, which is big, especially for where I come from. There's just a lot that is in store that is coming. Dropping the Afro House remixes, but for like Europe, Miami, just different DJ remixes are coming this
summer, right?
This summer, for them. So that's also gonna go crazy. So yeah.
All right. So in South Africa, we know hip hop and Amapiano are really like the dominant genres.
Yeah.
You understand? So, but you pushing it. You pushing Afro House. Does that put you under any kind of pressure for you to say, okay, you know what? Let me infuse a little bit of hip hop. Let me infuse a little bit of Amapiano. Or you're just sticking to what you're comfortable doing?
Actually, the top 5 songs in South Africa Afro House.
Okay.
I feel like Amapiano was a stepping stone for us.
So, please go on.
Yeah, that's what I feel.
Okay.
Someone else might beg to differ, but I think Afro House is just the right sound for South Africa.
Yeah.
It's always been there, but it hasn't been emphasized. We needed Amapiano to really give us different elements and sounds that people can relate to for Afro House / 3-step.
Okay.
If you go listen to the top 5 songs or top 10 songs in South Africa, you'll hear that
there's Afro House,
there's a new wave.
Okay.
So yeah.
Okay, no problem. So right now, what are some of the biggest challenges that you actually faced, breaking into the industry? Because right now, doing music in present day, when you're looking at the industry as it is right now, compared to what it was like 10, 15 years ago, the dynamics has changed. You need more capital investment by way of money. You need to do things different now. So you need to be more active on social media. You need to learn how to dance, to do all them city dance challenges and everything. You need to be more outgoing. So it goes beyond just having the talent to just put out the music. It seems like you always have to go a step further to you just form the connection, with the audience. So, how are you able, with all this, foundations, how are you able to just break into the industry right now?
I did everything we just actually spoke about. There's nothing I didn't skip. I did everything. And also I was at a point in my life where I felt like if no one's gonna do it, who's like, I have to do it, for myself. Even the corny stuff that I might would have thought about, I did all of that. What's
the corniest one that you did?
Okay, actually, I used to. I always wanted my brand to be the mystical vibe. You have to get to know him over thingy, But I was like, this is not working for me, bro. I had I'm on close to 400,000 followers on TikTok, but 2 months ago I was on 400.
Okay.
So just taking out the I'm cool thing changed my career, I started shooting TikToks.
And
started engaging with my supporters.
And it was just,
my song blew up on TikTok before it was even out.
For real?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm just saying those are the fruits and the benefits of
you being corny, right?
The cringe era. They call it the cringe era.
Yeah.
The cringe era is always but when it works, then it works out.
Then it works, yeah. Then if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. Yeah. So what does he mean? Though it's called Isaka. Then in bracket is 6 a.m. So it almost seems like there are two, the song has two meanings or two titles. So what does Isaka 6 a.m.
Isaka
stand
is the
for?
bag.
The bag.
Is the bag.
So in South Africa, in South Africa, I say, I'm out to get my Isaka.
Yeah.
So I'm out to get the bag.
Yeah, I'm getting the bag. So Isaka is definitely.
So getting the bag at 6 a.m.
Coming back home at 6 a.m.
Oh,
but we could be partying though.
Okay.
We could be. It could be
anything.
Different people can view it in different ways.
Okay.
It's a very encouraging song. It's a hustler's prayer.
Yeah.
At the same time, we're having fun. We're coming back at home and say we just got the money.
Yeah.
Got the babies,
yeah.
So
that makes a lot of sense. Then you featured Jazz Works. I can't pronounce the other guy's name. So Tukutela.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So thank you for that, because every time I want to play it on the radio, I just go, it's like 6 a.m. It's Ciza and Jazz Works. I don't try to pronounce the other guy's name. Yeah. But now that you say Tukutela. Yeah. Okay, cool. So Jazz Works and Tukutela, are they like the producers on this, or do they have vocals on the song too as well?
Jazz is part of the production.
Okay.
And Tukutela is also part of the vocals.
Okay, cool. So it's your vocals and Tukutela's vocals on that one. Okay, cool. That's nice. So you have a summer banger right now. So what are we to expect next from you? So first half of 2025 is gone. So in the later half of 2025, what are we to expect?
And the next, so the remixes are dropping. The house remixes, like the DJ remixes, are dropping on Friday.
Oh, who are you working with? What DJs are doing remixes? I'm curious.
It's across Africa.
Okay.
I'm not Africa, the world. So Vanko has one. Frank has one. And Friends has one. Mm-hmm. So those are like the Euro summer type of DJ mixes. And then there's an official remix.
Yeah, with.
That's still under wraps.
Okay. So when is that supposed to be out, though?
In a month from now.
Okay, in a month from now.
A month from now.
Is he with another South African artist, or?
It's Nigerian.
It's Nigerian?
Yeah.
Is that part of why you're here?
I had shows, yeah.
Okay.
I had some shows.
Okay, when did you get in, though?
What did I?
When did you get into Nigeria?
It's like 3-4 days ago.
Okay, so it's 5 days ago.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So far so good. How has the experience been like?
I did my first show.
Where? Lagos here?
Yeah, it was here in Lagos.
Okay, cool. How was it?
It was a movie.
Really?
It was crazy. I might show you maybe after.
Yeah, I need to see. I need to see videos.
It was crazy, man.
Yeah.
I was actually, because people kept telling me, Nigerians is a tough crowd. You gotta make sure this, that. But so I was super nervous, but when I got there, I rocked the stage. I rocked the stage, and thank you to everyone who was just there listening to my sets. I then later went to Obi's house a few days later.
That was on Monday. Yeah, Obi's house on Monday.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
and you performed there too as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, man, those are the type of two things. And then I've just been I did a stream with Pella.
Okay.
The stream was super fire.
Yeah.
we were just kicking it. Everything was so fire and nice. So yeah, man, I've been enjoying Lagos, Nigeria so much, and yeah.
So how about the I won't say disparities, but the difference in cultures between Nigeria and South Africa? Because every time I go to South Africa, one thing that stands out is how helpful the average South African is. So I remember there was a time where I was legit struggling with my bag across all Tambo, and somebody legit helped me carry it, and I was trying to tip the guy because the guy was I worked in the airport, and he was like, oh no, and to the hotel, the guys at the door, to the driver, the guy that will drop you off. Everybody seemed to always have this very cool, relaxed vibe. So it seems like the average, South African is just chilled, just do my work, just go home. Aside from the fact that, your women are really amazing to look at too as well. So, there's that too. So because it's everywhere, you're like, So, with the cultures, when you come here, so, what differences do you notice between our culture and your culture?
I mean, what I'm learning from Nigerians is the confidence, bro.
Yeah, okay.
And like you guys just know what very expressive.
Yeah, very expressive, yes.
Very expressive, very the confidence that people have here is really encouraging.
Yeah.
That's what I can take.
Okay. Okay, confidence.
Believing in whatever, like just emphasis.
Emphasis, right?
Yeah, emphasis and being very
just on it every time.
Yeah, like
But one thing I'd give to you guys is you guys, I think you guys know how to party than we do. Yeah, I love, I'll take a South African party any day over a Nigerian party. And the funny thing is, you don't even need, bottles of alcohol or anything. Once the music is right in South Africa, trust
Everyone's
me, man. Everyone is in sync. The dance steps. Sometimes I just go to the clubs, or I used to go to Mukulu. I've been to one Mukulu Monday. And it was an absolute, it was a blowout. It was the first time in my, I used to go out, in my 20s. But it was the first time in my 30s where I was out at 3 or 4 in the morning. And, the music and the set was literally, mainly Amapiano and, a bunch of other South African songs. And I was legit bringing my phone out and, Shazamming. I was like, I've never heard that before. I've never heard that before. And, people were, just vibing. So the vibe is always, lit to you guys. So how much more time do you have in Nigeria before you head back?
I have one more day.
One more day?
Yeah,
that's today.
Tomorrow.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Okay, so we're going to see you, come back again?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
When I drop my album.
Okay, when is that album dropping though?
October.
Okay. Aside the Nigerian features that is on, are you working with anybody from, South Africa?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
I'm working with so many different creatives from South Africa.
Okay.
From different genres.
Okay.
UK too.
Okay.
So, yeah, man, I'm just really excited about the album. The album is mainly Afro House. 3-step, but I tried my best to make different sounds into this project to just make world music,
Yeah. I
really feel African dance music is the future.
Yeah.
And I'm very experimental with it and very I'm just really excited about the album. So, yeah.
All right, so let's see if because the last time we had the number one song, go all the way on the Billboard, was Huma Sikela. Then Tyler came, and did what Tyler did. So let's keep fingers crossed and let's see if maybe one day, sometime in the distant future, we'll get an Afrobeat song number one, or a song from South Africa to a number one. I'm just keeping my fingers crossed and waiting. In the UK, we've gotten close, at number 2, but Huma Sikela still holds the record for that not going all the way to number 1. I think it was Grazing in the Grass or something though, but I'd do my research and actually just figure that out. So it's been nice, speaking to you. I'm looking forward to that, to the remixes and the bunch of DJs that you want to put on there too as well, and also the record that you have with the Nigerian artist that you don't want to tell us about.
I'm also excited. I want to thank every single person who's just played my song, my record, who's supported my journey. A lot more is to come. I'm just pretty much excited. And man, fingers crossed. we also get a Grammy and a Billboard.
I know. Yeah. So, well, how have you been dealing with everything? Because, you're popular now. Your music is everywhere. I'm sure you're getting, if you look at your DMs right now, ladies are in your DMs.
Yeah.
The people that didn't say hi to you, maybe in college and in high school, say hi to you now. Your parents tend to treat you a little different and, brag about you to their friends and everything. So, are you dealing with, the newfound fame and the money as well?
I'm just going about it day by day.
Yeah.
To be honest, I think there's a lot more. So I don't even see this.
Yeah.
This is the tip of an iceberg for what I truly want for myself. Like you said, I do want to become a super international superstar. So I'm not really much phased with what's happening right now, but just the work.
Okay. So
every day I'm just working, trying to entertain my supporters and everything. It's different way. So yeah, man, fame is fame. It's part of my work, I guess. That's how I view it. It's not a luxury. It's just part of my work.
It's part of your work, right?
That's how I view it. That's how I feel it. That's how I think other artists should view it. I think it just saves the day and just it helps you with so many different things.
Okay.
I
see.
Yeah.
So, in just one more question before we let you go. In Africa, as a whole, Afrobeats has done, quite a thing. Yeah. From the Grammy wins, Grammy nominations, and just effectively just beaming light, on the continent as regards, how much, the music has grown and evolved too as well.
Yeah.
So does that, sometimes put you under pressure to maybe tweak your sound a little bit to what's out there, what's with it, and what people are listening to? Because most times I will see a lot of artists like, everybody's moving towards this trajectory, so the easy way out is also to just tilt your sound towards that trajectory as well. So do you sometimes get pressure to say, okay, let me experiment with maybe Afrobeats, or experiment with what I think other people are listening to right now?
My past music is actually Afrobeats.
For real?
Yeah.
Okay.
If you check me out, I started off with Afrobeats because one of my favorite artists is like a Afrobeat artist.
Okay, who's that?
Right. There's different ones. Wiz.
Okay.
Big fan of Wiz, David.
Okay.
All the big three, all the guys.
All the guys,
because I fell in love with Afrobeats first. You know. Okay, I started off as a rapper. And then
I think the average South African, starts off as a rapper
first. I started off as a rapper, and then I became Afrobeat singer. And now I'm a DJ / vocalist / producer.
And then didn't you tell me you're DJ? I could have, just set you up right now, but hey,
So now it's like I'm very versatile.
Yeah.
So definitely. Afrobeat has contributed so much to my sound, to how I approach a song, to how I do so much. So I think I'm over that phase though for me personally. Yeah. But I don't mind doing it. I don't mind hopping on someone else's Afrobeat
song. Okay.
I don't mind as a vocalist. But yeah, man, I'm really Afro house. I'm sold. I think the sound is gonna go crazy.
I know.
And I'm excited.
Yeah, especially in Europe, though. I mean, I've been a huge fan of Big Coffee, Big Coffee, Black Coffee, DJ Gayani. I love, when I just want to just have this form of escapism, I just listen to a lot of South African house because I love how mellow, how smooth, and it's just at the right tempo. It's not too heavy.
The new house that's coming out, though, it's crazy.
I know.
The movement is crazy.
I know.
So when you have your time, just go listen.
I know, I will.
It's crazy. It's not the house,
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, it's tweaked.
It's tweaked, right?
It's tweaked.
Okay.
The tempo's different.
Okay.
The cadence is different.
Okay.
So yeah, hence songs like that, like My Record and the other couple songs are just making it through Europe.
Oh, okay.
Straight, because
I know.
It's a different touch.
I know.
So,
and I like the fact that, you understand the nuances and technicalities, around just, just making music and, just having it right, which makes it, a lot of sense though. So thank you so much. So, since your first time here, I'll give you the opportunity to introduce your song, as we play it next. So please go ahead.
Oh, yo, it's your boy Ciza Don Cesario, and we on Beats 99 FM. You're about to listen to Isaka 6 a.m. by yours truly, Ciza.